games. So I should mention this. Okay, let me get this replay. Oh, was that me or you? Hello?
Yeah,
Oh God. Oh, I thought my audio went again.
that's okay.
I have a. Which one do I want to use? Okay, I'll use this one, Shambali.
Yeah, sure.
It was Ramattra. This was the first game since I came back from Oxford.
Mhm.
Literally, I got on. I was right on time. First game.
Yeah, sure. We can take a look at that game.
It might be a bit wonky, but we'll see. It was a win. And another one. Are we okay to look at Azaria replay if that's okay? If that's alright.
I mean, you can, but are you looking to work on two the characters, the brawl category, and learn some? This like what might concern me.
Mainly more like positioning me, like see if I'm making any obvious mistakes with how I approach brawl in general.
Yeah, I think, well, it's just, again, depends on the Laurentium. If your Laurentium is to play Ramattra, it doesn't make sense to look at the Zarya, but
True. I don't have another. Well, I do, but it was a steamroll, and I'm not sure if it's going to be very useful.
did the enemy steamroll you, or?
No, we steamrolled them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we can just look at this one then, the first one first. We can do the game after, look at that later as well, if that's okay.
Yeah. Oh, this is a really good replay. This one's very long though, 25 minutes,
Mhm.
and it's got Ramattra and Wrecking Ball, and it was a loss, but
Yeah,
it was close.
yeah, sure. We can take a look at that.
Yeah, I think those are the two that we'll use. There we go.
Okay, let's do that. Sure. Hmm.
I'll be a couple of minutes. I need to fill up my water bottle if that's okay.
Yeah. Take your time.
Great, thank you so much. Hello.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
all right. So let's see. First of all, what do you think your struggle was with Ramattra so far, if there's anything?
I don't know. I don't know. I actually find Ramattra quite okay.
Yeah. So for the
Yeah, I'm
most.
not sure. I'm not actually very sure. We can have a look.
Yeah, that's fine. So kind of similar to, I think, our first lesson on bully. It's okay again if you maybe do not find anything difficult. I'm here to just help you out with that. Just what might be the potential problem. That's totally fine. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, like with ball for example, with ball it was I didn't really I just balled around, you know, and when you pointed out these mistakes I was making in both of those lessons,
Hmm?
I've been starting to think, how could I play the game like how I was before? It's so much better to think of it in this way, and it just makes sense.
Mhm.
It's obvious even, but
Right.
yeah, you know, it's just I feel like a similar thing might happen with this, but I'm not sure. We'll see.
Yeah, let's take a look. Ramattra, you playing with collegiate team as well here. This is a scrim, I assume, right?
Um, I mean, we treated it like it was a scrim.
Oh,
It was, yeah. This was in a tournament where we didn't do very well, so we we're just in Swiss games.
That's okay. This is pretty good as well to look at the tournament. I think whenever you are playing as a team, is
Mm-hmm.
something what's going to be important is just understanding the team composition. How do you win versus the enemy in general? Obviously, communication, all this stuff, planning is also important. But here we don't have any comms recorded, so I think we're just gonna be paying attention to more. What do you do exactly? Like if individually with your abilities, with positioning, maybe your decisions. So
Yeah.
now let's see. Of course, communication is also can be quite important. Maybe if you're interested, I can also we can potentially look into that later as well. Because you're the tank, you're the one kind of leading the fight, just helping your team to understand where's that gonna be and everything. So this is quite
Mm.
important. Okay, so maybe let's start with this kind of simple thing because it's a scrim. How do you win with your composition? What do you do? What's your use this word win condition with this comp?
Um, we just engage when we see fit and call out targets and try to bring them down in a way. Just all of us together.
Okay, let's kind of
This is quite an interesting.
let's just do kind of simplify this. Maybe break this down on the variables. You look at the enemy comp, look at your comp. What is the range of you would like to play? And this is gonna be the second question. How do you take angles? Okay, starting with the range to simplify. Do you want to play short or long range versus the enemy comp?
I think mainly short range
Mainly
is the
short
best.
range. Of course, you have some variables like your soldier, for example. Yeah, he's gonna take an angle on the map, maybe play a longer range sightline, but they have
Mm-hmm.
more longer range elements. So overall, you have to close the gap. You have to just
Okay.
fight up close versus the
Yeah.
enemy. Okay, so this is one. And second, how do you take angles? Is just about understanding. Are you actively taking angles around the map? Are you splitting on multiple groups, I think, or you lean towards more kind of stacked approach? Okay, so this is like, let's name it stacked and
Yeah, we're going for
split.
more of a stacked approach here for
Yes,
sure.
stacked approach. Of course, it doesn't mean that you some characters on your team they cannot take angles. Of course, there's gonna be some
Mm.
time where, especially your soldier, he's gonna do that.
Yeah.
I think, but mostly you lean towards the stacked approach. This is what you gotta understand with all of this. Yeah, where
Yes.
I'm on this kind of graph, what are we leaning towards? And here it's also kind of similar with the short or long range. Just to make it easy for you, what do you lean towards? Yeah, we lean towards the short. Okay, now, this is something what helps you to understand what to do with the composition. Okay, so your win condition, you run the enemy over, play stacked, and that means when you stacked, when you're trying to apply the pressure from the short range, yeah, all these elements, like the micros, those should be there. So what are the micros which help you to look at that short range engage, yeah, to make sure you guys stacked all together and trying to actively do pressure from the short range? What are the specific abilities you play around?
Mainly May's primary fire, my ravenous vortex. I think a good amount of it is also like if we're pushing in as a stack, we would use Lucio's speed boost to go all in and stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Top three cooldowns you think to enable your win condition?
top three cooldowns. Okay. Lucio speed boost.
Sure.
Um, by cooldowns, do you mean specific abilities, or can we include primary fires as well?
Well, you can include that, but I think
Maze
usually
wall
cooldowns are gonna be more important, yeah, if you're going for the top three. So, right,
yeah,
wall, okay, speed, wall,
and probably my nemesis form.
nemesis, right. So see, like with all of this, because you simplified, again, I just use top three for now because it just makes it easier. But when
Mm-hmm.
you look into this, when you're trying to apply pressure from the short range with your comp, all these elements, most important elements, they have to be there. Of course, there might be also other elements like a soldier, maybe doing something, maybe a Moira as well. Like soldier is gonna be just his kind of primary fire helix, Moira, just being able to heal all of you guys all together stacked, yeah, while you're
Mm-hmm.
applying the pressure. But this is what's important to me. When you're doing the vortex, for example, it doesn't matter what you do. Is that connected? Like, can your team be active at this point of time? Yeah, short range and stacked all together. That's what's important. So you see this. Doing this
Mm-hmm.
vortex, what do you think about this? Just at this point of time, is it valuable?
I
Mhm.
At that point of time, I was thinking if Genji's gonna run away, he might go that way. Might try to get the health pack, so I'll slow him down. But I completely forgot that he could climb.
Yeah, but you see like, can your team be active with their resources at this point of time when you do this vortex?
um, no.
Not as much. Okay. So see, this is kind of one of the situations. It's first, your team, whatever you do, you're enabling your win condition, which is simple, yeah. Short range,
Mm-hmm.
stacked pressure with all these resources together, which you mentioned. Okay, you keep that in mind. Top three cooldowns. Okay, this is
Yep.
one. Second is you can start pushing. It's kind of similar, I think, pretty easy to understand. When you can get a kill, you're confident you can get a solo kill, you can start doing something as well. Yeah, for example, if you pop your nemesis and you're confident you get a kill, then this is good. But now in this case, for example, the Genji, because he can wall climb, you cannot use nemesis because there's no way you get a kill. Yeah, you see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
your teammates, they can follow up with the resources, or you're not getting a solo kill. Yeah, so it just would be better to wait for this point of time where like maybe like 3, 2, 1, maybe now we start the pressure and all of this cooldowns together, speed boost, wall, those are ready, and
Mm.
you guys can actually push with each other. You guys can actually
Yeah.
kind of do something, yeah. Because you're the tank, you can also call this out, yeah, like C to 1, let's engage, but obviously you can't hear the communication, but still quite important. Yeah, see, like this pressure is now desynchronized. You're in with a nemesis, there's a wall after, your maze in, but now you have to stabilize, and this is not good. You see, like all these elements, you
Yeah.
guys desynchronize, really. You can be the one big element which helps everybody to synchronize. You call C to 1, but make sure the resources are ready and go in. Here you guys still do get a lot of kills because I think the enemy, they played poorly with the position and not sure why they're going all the way there. They
Yeah.
could be leveraging the spawn potentially. Just kind of use the distance versus you guys, they get close for no reason, but
Yeah. In
sure.
these ones, we've been seated a lot lower, so I'm not sure as to. Yeah, I don't really.
Alright. So do you just roll them here or? Let's see.
Well,
Yeah, so it just feels like individually, mechanically, you might outplay them then. Yeah, if they're much slower in terms of SR. What was their SR?
I'm not sure. I did not have a look. They were
Okay.
all private.
Alright, alright.
The first game they rolled us, but next two games after that we did better.
Okay. So all of this pressure,
Honestly, but I'm looking at this and I'm kind of thinking they're on plat.
you think they're plat? They're plat, yeah?
Now, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Oh well. It's just I think
If you want, we can always move on to the second replay code. I think that's a higher quality replay if you feel that's better.
well, we can also do that. It's just we can use the same perspective. Yeah, as I mentioned, like here, if you guys really hard roll them, then maybe don't make sense to look at it as much. But yeah, we still can use the same perspective, kind of using the understanding what range you use, what angles you're gonna take, and then what resources you use to enable your win condition.
Mm.
It just again to remind you for later. Whenever you're saving the codes, just use the document, makes it easier. So we like have the closed
Yeah, I
games and
will do.
everything. It's fine.
Yeah, I should do. Honestly, like it's on me. It's my bad.
Oh, this is similar though. Okay, we still can break this down. All right. So again, same questions. What is the range? How do you play with angles and top 3 cooldowns? versus the enemy comp.
Their comp is kind of interesting. It's like rushy brawly, but it's also they're both at DPS. You know, it's kind of
Just simplified. Who has an advantage long term at what range? Your comp.
long term. They have the advantage, so we need to close the gap.
Right, exactly. This is how you simplify. You don't have time in the game. That's why you just really say simple stuff. Okay, we'll win with this. Close the gap, stay together, 3-1 pressure at the same time. What's important to me is that you have to synchronize the pressure. Like using this
Yeah.
vortex. You see this? Like, is that necessary? Yeah, like that is that gonna
No,
do something? Yeah. For example, this or this shield nemesis. Can your team be active at this point of time?
no, they can't. They can't.
Okay,
I'm
so
rushing in here.
what is the solution? What would be better to do?
Wait for my team,
Where?
and then just right before the wall.
Yeah, I think so. Look at
Yeah,
A, and this is something you can call out. Stack on me, 3-1. Let's push this corner. Your Lucio can also be the one, I think, kind of calling out those engages because of the speed boost. But you guys
yeah,
mainly close the gap with the speed, and I think it's just also the May wall can help to separate somebody. And this is a good start. You always see, are those top C cooldowns already? Yeah, that's why I've been emphasizing it before as well in our previous lesson. And here it's even more important. You see this, like this pressure now you do, you're gonna get forced out. Your team is gonna go. They will want to go in, but you will not be able to, most likely, if these guys play well
yeah.
on the enemy team. You see that? Yeah, there's a wall nemesis, but you just can be much better quality pressure, and you guys could be getting a kill faster potentially because all of the pressure is synchronized. So you do get a kill on Jungle Queen anyway, which is nice. Now, at this point, you have to stabilize a little, but sure, you can pressure the rest of these elements. Just be careful. If you do not stabilize, somebody's gonna die there. Alright, good. Getting the soldier, the arena running away. Nice, okay. Now at this point you guys can stabilize slightly. Let's see what your position is gonna be. So you taking this.
I end here really hard. I don't know why I did this.
But you see why. Okay, so we're going in
I end
here.
so hard.
What
Yeah.
would be better timing from us? Yeah, what kind of resources you need here again? What could be useful?
In this situation, or in general, like, cause here I feel like
Mhm.
this push probably isn't going to be anywhere near as good.
Yeah, but why it's not good?
I genuinely think we go back
Mm-hmm. Right.
and try to contest from the choke point at the bottom left there.
Mm,
So I don't know, but I don't know.
yeah, well, remember, our two main points again. You either pressure when your team is ready, so specifically, resources are ready. This is one. Second, you can pressure when you get a kill. So, are either of those are happening now? Can you get a kill, or
Um,
can your team...
no and
Mhm.
where is the fifth?
The isn't point.
Oh, so I mean it's 4v4, so we it's a no
Yeah.
and no basically.
You guys can take this 4v4 though, right? It's just a matter of do you have this 4v4 ready? And
No,
right,
we
so
don't.
see, this is what you want. Yeah, you want to 4v4 ready, or again, if you're confident you get a kill, then you push. Simple as that. Yeah, somebody is usually
Yeah,
isolated, maybe low HP, pop your nemesis. Sure. Now it just doesn't make sense, and that's why it's like you call it this is an in play, right?
yeah. This is
Just
yeah.
pretty simple. That's fine though. It's easy to fix potentially. Okay, so
I
this
think
is...
we struggle
Mhm.
pushing in general for a lot of this.
Need to synchronize your pressure. You really need to like see this. You do the nemesis. Okay, you start applying pressure. Are your resources ready? Do you have the wall ready and speed boost ready at this point?
I don't know, but
What?
ideally I should be.
What can you
asking us
what can you do to again synchronize the pressure with communication? Yeah, pretty simple solution. What we just mentioned.
3-2-1.
Yeah, this for example. Okay, 3-2-1. Let's push. Another
They are not
positional.
ready.
Yeah. So this is important though from for you as a tank because you apply pressure. This is the team environment as well. 3-1. Let's pressure. You can also ask the guys, "Are you guys ready? Ready? 3-1. Let's push." If somebody's calling out to wait, then you wait. If they're not, then I think you can just yeah, let's say, yeah, they're ready, you push. If they're not, then you just wait behind the wall. This is one. Another positional thing, and it's just specifically for the brawl, you want to go from one corner to another to start the pressure, instead of it
Hmm.
being like, this is what I call, you go from this corner 1 to corner 2 to pressure the corner 3. So this is how your pressure looks like. You go from corner 1 to corner 3, and you pop in the nemesis right away, which is really ineffective because the enemies can easily kite you. They hear
Yeah.
you, Nemesis. They can just go out and ignore all of this other resources you guys have and play for the poke. So what's really important if you play short range characters is first of all setup. Well, it's similar to bow in a way. Yeah, it's you just
Yeah, it is.
gotta get to setup, but you need to get the shortest kind of the closest corner possible. So you engage from corner to corner instead of going from corner 1 to 3. You have to go from corner 2 to 3. You see that? Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
just like corner to corner. And now you skip the corner, and that's where it just might be complicating things. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Does it make
Got you.
sense?
Makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. It's just corner to corner, pressure all together, and makes your life so much easier. And pressure is gonna be much more synchronized. Now you're gonna have longer nemesis, can actually push comfortably, and the wall maybe is not gonna be as rushed, and it might be easier for you guys to separate stuff. Just pick the synchronization there.
Yeah.
I think mechanically it's alright. You know what to
Why did I
do.
do
Use the
that?
abilities. It's just like you start the pressure a little bit too early. See, okay, that's okay. I'm thinking because I mentioned you have to go corner to corner, right? When you're
Yeah.
trying to pressure these guys, what can be the potential plan for you guys? Like what space you
Um,
guys need to be using?
like right side or left side.
Right side,
And
sure.
right side preferably is better than left side as
Mm-hmm.
well. Middle is worst because it's
Yes.
we can't go corner to corner.
Yeah, yeah. And see this location here in the middle, more
Uh huh.
long range elements on the enemy team can be used. And you know that once you just solve this, oh guys, we have to play more stacked short range, so we do not use long range sidelines versus them, where their surgeon and soldier can be doing things to us. Simple as
Uh
that,
huh.
because they have more poke potential compared to us. So let's just run right. Let's just maybe run left, ignore all the poke, and then we going in on them corner to corner to make it easy. Yeah, and you have to
Yeah.
really synchronize the pressure once more time, one more time. Yeah, here it's just you in, your maze in, and then yeah, it's just gonna be difficult. You guys need to fix this to being on the same page. You can be one of the big parts of fixing this. Because you call this engage a 3-1, you guys do it all together, makes it easier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be good rotation, right? Mm-hmm. This is much better. It's just the range though, you guys have to communicate. Oh, like I'm going in 3-1, let's push, but push what? Yeah, maybe it's Junker Queen, maybe it's their backline, but now reasonably. Or you guys can push.
Um,
Maybe
what can we push?
maybe
I mean, I don't.
starting with okay, like starting with do you like this corner? You're trying to go so this is corner 1 and you go to this okay, let's call it different. Corner A, this is corner B. You're trying to pressure their backline. Okay, can you get even closer to the enemy team before using your cooldowns?
Before using what? Sorry.
Before using your cooldowns.
Can we? Yes and no. I feel here like I could be me closing the gap and being a bit of a distraction would make it easier for my team to try to close the gap. You know, they could also go the long way through the left side, but that's not so obvious to them.
Mhm.
Um.
Yeah, but you see that, yeah? Like if
Yeah.
you go here, you're continuously exposed to the low range damage, and this is really not in your favor. You're going from corner, so this is corner 1 to basically corner 3. You're skipping this. You can't skip this as a bro.
Yeah. True.
This is what you compensate with. You use your abilities to close the gap, go from corner 1 to corner 3, and that's why you guys lose. If you go from corner 1 to 2, you
Uh-huh.
stabilize, and then going again makes it much easier. Your
I
goal is to
see.
control the objective anyway, so it doesn't matter. You don't have to use the abilities too early. You just take your time. I think also using this room, generally speaking, would be better just because of the where the location of the point is. You don't have to do all this long rotation. It's usually when you have really some of the poke going on in your comp, I think might be more valuable to take this high ground here. So you take advantage of this long range elements. Now,
Yeah. Yeah.
mm-hmm. Just now you see this, like, you go in, okay, your team's starting to catch up with you, and then you're trying to stabilize, and then you're really close to dying. You pop your you pop your ultimate, but they're probably gonna run you over. Why? Because you've been exposed to poke continuously. Well, there's a beat though. Okay, you guys can stabilize. You might win. It's just the enemy that make a mistake there. Yeah, they keep pushing you when you guys use the beat, which is good for you. Okay. Mm-hmm. And now let's see. You guys are gonna do next. So this is fine as long as you not in an active fight, yeah, where it's just even fight 5v5, maybe a 4v4. Using an early nemesis it's okay, just for the sake of poking something, yeah. But be careful when the real fight starts. Make sure you have your nemesis. This is okay.
I
This
don't know why I'm blocking.
you don't know what, sorry?
Sorry. I was saying I don't know why I'm blocking against Moira.
Yeah, well,
But
it's alright. It's alright.
uh,
I was just kind of small micro things, but to me it's just like not the most important. Like, see, for example, here, yeah, what are we doing with Nemesis? Are we getting a kill, or are we playing around our other resources? Like in this case, the speed boost, Maywall, yeah. You see that, yeah? This is something you have to fix.
yeah, my main idea was trying to just like push him back a bit.
Yeah, exactly. And because you do that, now you have to really stabilize. Now you give them advantage,
Yeah,
and they can push you, and you can push them because you don't have Nemesis anymore. You have to
yeah,
be more
true.
patient. You have to. That's
I
what
do
I'm
have to
saying.
be more patient.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just really run from corner 1 to corner 3 most of the time, it seems. Like, you don't have to. Just sit here, let them in. If they don't go in, you push the point for free. If they do, you start 3-1 push, wall, nemesis, together with a speed boost, you just win.
Mhm.
There's no reason to do anything. You see that? They start pushing you, they ignore you, you don't have nemesis, and your HP as well, right? It's
Yeah.
just really easy to lose.
How the fuck did I even hit GM, man? These are like so blatant, these are like new obvious mistakes, and I'm just like, how did I even?
Well, this is a scrim as well, so it's different. That's why I'm like,
Yeah,
maybe
true.
more. This is really important, being on the same page there for sure. But you know, within ranked, it's like because pressure is really desynchronized a lot of times. It's easier to get value. So your
I
ball is
see.
definitely like been really good. I think the Ramattra, yeah, needs some work based on what we see, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
We have a game tonight. I'm thinking maybe I can just get the team together for a couple hours before that.
sure. Why not?
Mention what you've mentioned and just like practice these things in quick play.
Yeah, you can do that, I think. Okay. So this is slightly better. You see this?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is it better? Using all your resources this way. You see this?
It's
You
better because it's more synchronized.
Yeah, you see, the wall is there.
Yeah.
You have the other resources ready as well. Your Lucio is here as well with you potentially to help you out. And that's where you get easy value right now. You're probably either gonna get this Junker coin or because you're forcing an ultimate, which is again pretty valuable. This is decent. You use the beat now. You just get the backline. You have to be on the same page though. You pressure. You try to not be as try to be more synchronized. But you probably win this. Yeah. This is what
Yeah.
you need to look for.
I didn't need ult, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the pressure was really, really nice
Yeah.
initially. Okay, similar thing. Yeah, early poke it's okay. Like doing this might be also fine, but you have to be confident that you're getting those cooldowns back when the real fight happens. Okay, that's why you can think about the planning. Yeah, with your setup. Okay, so this shield is not as good anymore because these
Yeah,
guys
I
are
should
gonna
have.
push. Mm-hmm. So my question is, yeah, what is that space you can leverage to like make this easy for you to gauge from corner to corner? Yeah, go from corner A to
Right
corner B.
side.
Right side, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Kind of hold this room and then rush their backline. You think?
Yeah, possibly.
Maybe
Possibly.
here.
Even yeah, even up there is good.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like
Mm-hmm.
they could go high ground, and then that makes it a lot more difficult for us. So I don't know, but it's better than that.
Yeah, exactly. You just
Yeah.
simply have to simply use the short range spaces more. Make sure you go from one corner to another. Synchronize your
Hmm.
resources all together. It's gonna be really nice. Now use your early shield. They can easily push you. You don't have anything to answer this push and besides the nemesis. Well, the nemesis is like good. You have it here though, so it's decent. But you could have maybe an additional resource to help you out, which you don't. But you still get a kill. This is nice. You also have both of you guys have coalescence. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It's always the war of the resources. Like maybe because you use cheaper cooldowns better, suddenly you don't have to use an extra ultimate for whatever reason. Or maybe you just get a pick earlier again. It might cost you ultimate as well. Just
Yeah.
you might have it for the next time. Okay, maybe let's quickly look into defense. So kind of same stuff, yeah, same ideas, and then can do a game potentially in Ramattra. Okay, so what's your plan here? What was your plan?
Our plan here was this wasn't my plan. Um, I don't know. I think they were. I think the plan was push them as they come out and try to.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't actually know. Try to get a pick by surprising them
Yeah,
because they're not
sure.
gonna check.
No,
Yeah.
this is always good if you have the kind of more proactive plan, even though it might seem silly, but you guys on the same page. This is much better compared to having a really smart plan where you guys not on the same page.
Yeah.
No, so this is better. It's just what matters to me is that you know your win con. Just kind of this kind of things where you guys have to close the gap. Yeah, you have to really play more stacked approach. But versus the
Hmm.
enemy comp, they actually have a mirror. At this point, they play the same composition as you. So this is just more of a resource trade to me. Yeah, like how do you guys both manage resources? Okay, so you use So here's the wall, and then use your own wall. Right. Mm-hmm. Let's see. What do you can do better? It's just when
We
the
could
pressure
go
starts.
back.
You can do what?
We could go back to that corner there.
This is better though, just in general with the synchronization. But now, yeah, you guys have to stabilize together with all the resources.
Yeah.
Just make sure you guys play stacked on the way. Maybe if you use something, let's say you use the nemesis, or maybe use the wall, it didn't get value. You can always call stabilize as well, maybe like kite something, and then repush again. Okay, whenever you play against the mirror, just in general, you're trying to force out resources from them. Okay, like you see
Mm-hmm.
this when wall is used when there's a nemesis. What is better play, to fight this or kite it at this point of time?
Kind of.
Yeah, yeah. It,
Yeah.
it's just kind of the war resources all the time. You do meaningful pressure. See if you force something. If you can kite it reasonably, because you play corner, you can push after that when they disadvantage. It's always better. So it's kind of maybe kite it, cold stabilize. Does it can be one of the responsibilities for you as well. So I'm gonna write it down. Comms, 3 to 1 call. You can also do stabilize call whenever it's needed. Stabilize, you have to explain what that means as well. Maybe it's stuck on
Yeah.
you, go around the corner, stuff like that. Yeah, but you can call this out, and then you can call push, re-push after. Yeah, 3 to 1, push again. Uh, just kind of now at this point, you guys didn't have to apply that active pressure.
Mm.
This is where poke elements also those are pretty useful, especially if you use RAM to just kind of force them out a little bit more to maybe force out something early from them. This is nice. And you have to have your cooldowns ready before you do this vortex and also the shield. Before you do that as well, just make sure the resources are ready. Sit one, push together, maybe wall something off. Huh? This
Mm-hmm.
is better though. I just don't like the vortex. I think it's like a little bit early. You don't have to. They can just easily kite it. You see, this is what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
you have to make sure this is unkiteable most of the time. Like, you want to bait them in and where you guys are fighting, and then make them stuck there longer. So, what would be the better time to use the vortex here? What do you think?
When they're pushing in and then use it behind them in
Yeah,
a way.
it's either
Yeah.
this or you guys pushing them once most of you guys are ready to pick this yellow space.
Mm-hmm.
Then use your vortex there, so you're ready to push to slow them down. Yeah, or it's other way around. Obviously, like they push in your space. Sure, can be
Yeah.
similar way. It's just similar to a May wall, kind of. Think
It
about it
is,
like a
yeah.
May wall. It just slows them down, and you force out the resources more this way. You're probably like you using vortex now would be much more valuable, and pop nemesis with the shield together.
Yeah.
That's a good ultimate there. You guys should be winning. Nice. Okay, I'm thinking you want to do a game. We have time, so maybe we can do a short game to just try to emphasize, just apply this kind of going from corner to corner stuff and synchronization around the resources, if you like. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, let's do it.
My notes are a bit wonky because I've gone and invested in watching it and listening to what you're saying that I've forgotten to write down some stuff. So I've got conserve abilities until we engage, call 3 to 1 and then go in. Um, with Brawl, go from corner to corner to start pressure and try to close gaps. Conserve your abilities.
Mhm.
Um, and prefer shorter range pathways.
Sure.
I also put Overwatch as a war of resources. We can kind of go back, use corner and conserve resources, and then push.
Hmm. Yeah, I think this is
And
good.
I've also
Yeah.
put down Vortex is unkiteable. Think about it like a Maywall.
Sure. Yeah, yeah. This is good.
Oh yeah. Oh. The team comps as well.
Hmm.
Are we more long range? Are we short range?
Hmm.
Are we more long range? What was the other factor? There was range and there was
Yeah, range, angles. Are you leaning towards stacked
Oh
approach
yeah.
split? And also another one is just looking at your resources. What kind of resources helps you to enable your win con? Like your direction of composition, basically. Yeah. You have short
Okay.
range comp, look at the resources which help you to apply this win condition. Synchronize this all together, ideally, be on the same page. Indeed important. Right.
Okay.
Especially if you're in a team environment, you can be the one kind of calling this out. I'm just gonna say calm 3 to 1 call to sync pressure. You can also call stabilize when forced out resources, low on resources. And you can also do mm, 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 mm. You can also do stack call potentially, like stack on me in the brawl comms. This is really specific to
Mhm.
brawl, I think, but sure, why not? So it just helps everybody. Mm-hmm. Okay,
Got it. Yeah, I've written all those down. Thank you.
no problem.
Yeah, we can get started on a game to show this.
Yeah, let's do it. You can just do simply corner to corner. You try to play Ramattra, yeah, and make sure when you go from corner 1 to corner 2. So this is important, yeah, like not skipping corners. Your resources are ready. Find the cooldowns to play around on your comp.
Okay. How do I how do I make sure that resources are ready?
You just look.
And yeah, true. I just look.
You just look, but you can also, because you're playing in a team environment, you can ask as well. Communication is important there. That's why you call
Yeah.
this like 3 to 1 call to synchronize the pressure. Yeah, you call the first like ready, okay, 3 to 1 call to sync push. Yeah, if ready.
Yeah.
That's
Got it. Yeah. Oh, it works. Does this work?
yeah, it's working.
Should I do quick play or comp? Probably quick play, I feel. But I
Yeah,
don't know.
if yeah, you can do quick play if you're not warmed up today.
I never am this early.
That's alright. Let's do quick play one.
Just mainly practicing corner to corner and
Mm-hmm.
making sure that my team is ready to push.
Mm-hmm.
I'll reduce the volume so I can hear you in case you talk.
Mm-hmm. For some reason the stream is lagging. Give me a sec. Let's check this. I'll
I
check
can do
the.
720, 30 for you.
Yeah, you can try to decrease it. Maybe it's gonna help. I'm just looking at it. It says, yeah, the stream quality. Now it's good. Okay, but maybe just in case decrease it. It's just because the game is eating the resources,
Oh my god.
and the Discord as well might be. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe disabling your stream for now might help.
Yeah. This is well, but it's like not on my end. It says like your quality is for some reason is lower. I think my internet's fine, and now it's good.
What is going on?
Okay, let's do this corner to corner stuff. Just use the short range spaces. Go from corner 1 to corner 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not just pop Nemesis not too early, right? There's an
Like
exception
I mean
though.
I could.
If you get a kill, you can use the Nemesis whenever. If not, then make sure the resources are ready.
Oh god.
That's alright, that's alright.
I think this one's mainly all over the place.
No, it's okay. It's just kind of the end of the quick play here, which happens. See, if you get
I'm
a
way too.
kill on isolated, you pop nemesis early. If not, then you need your resources around.
Yeah. Shit. I think we just.
That's okay. We can do another one.
Yeah.
There's no problem.
Okay.
That's good. It just quick play sometimes throws you in, in those games.
Yeah. Next week I'll make sure I'm warmed up beforehand and I'll play comp.
That's a sure. Into that.
Tucker Royale is probably a pretty good example.
Yeah, this map is a long range, so
It's more Sigmas,
yeah.
Sargon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you still can try to matter it, but just do this corner to corner stuff. Make sure you go from corner A to corner B. Start with that.
Mhm.
Your resources. What are the top three you can play around? Look at your comp. What do you think?
Hanzo Z, Junkrat's, not much to be honest. I mean, there's my Nemesis form as well.
Yeah, well, it's yours, yeah, so it's just your cooldown. So one, it's Hanzo. Second, Nade, maybe, yeah. Another
Oh
one.
yeah, true. Yeah.
This is just something you keep in mind. Look at your team's position
Oh fuck.
and
Whoops.
position accordingly.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can maybe start around this corner. Uh-huh. Okay. So use your resources only when resources are ready on your team or you get a kill. Remember. Try this. You're either far. You need to get closer. You use short range tank. You're not poke tank. You need to get closer. Use the corners. Yeah. Yeah, this is
shit.
better. This is better. Yeah, you have to use the corners and apply pressure with Nemesis. Right. Okay, now we can get out. You see,
Yeah, I mean, I kind of hinted that.
you just have to identify the corner and stick to it. Like that first corner was good. You don't have to like move back too much. You just want to make sure your resources can be ready. Yeah, they're ready, so you could fight the corner. Just don't. Yeah, but not like on a Sigma mindset. This is just short range tank. So
Okay.
use the short range sightlines. Yeah, here it's easier, and the choke it's easier. But yeah.
You think we push this?
Well, the enemy, they're all dead, so I think you just set up for the next push.
Oh.
Looking for the kill?
Ah. Okay. I'm throwing.
You just have to look around. It didn't look around at all before the push.
Okay.
Just look around and check where is your team and set up accordingly. This only like play around your team, or if somebody is isolated, you go on them.
Okay.
Use short range sightlines and you're good.
Oh.
This is much better. Much better. Your team's cooldowns already.
I think here we kite.
See if the cooldowns, your team's ready, and push. Nice, this is much better. This is what you want to continue doing.
I
That's alright, you can get the Widowmaker here.
my mechanics suck right now.
It's just because not warmed up, I guess. That happens. You see, this time before the fight, though, you can spend it to use your resources, but you have to be confident to get them back when the real fight happens. When you're about to use your nemesis, like for example, now before the fight, you could be using your
I could use
shield.
my E.
Yeah. You could be
Cool.
using it just in slightly before. It's alright. You still focus on around the resources mainly.
I don't know why.
You can push behind the corner. Be careful.
Yeah.
You just kind of try to bait them in a little bit more. Once they cross, you start the pressure.
Get them in a little more once across.
Yeah. You just you're on defense, you don't have to apply necessary pressure unless you have a big advantage.
Sure.
If you do, then you can actively push.
I'm pretty sure I'm dead.
You can survive. You have your team with you. It's alright. Just reset. See here, you also have the Mei. You can play around the wall here. Maybe hack as well. Something to pressure on. Just once the cooldowns are ready, you start going in.
I'm thinking. Oh. Oh, that was stupid.
Nice. Okay, and see what you can set up for the next pressure. You have to set up around your resources. Take the best position you can. Where are you gonna be?
Is this not a well?
Just look at where the hack can be used, where the wall can be used, and also Discord. I think you probably can fight this. Just want to make sure you like actively seeing this. Yeah, actively looking for exactly can you fight there.
How would I push this if they're splitting?
You have to find the weakest target. No, just see what is easier to push. Like that Genji, for example. You always choose one angle and commit to it. Like this Higant is more important to push. You need to deal with that. Unless they drop later. You can get this yeah. It's an easy kill for you maybe. Yeah. Do not overpush. Your guys are behind.
I'm dead. Pretty sure.
Just slightly more patience. You're a little bit too far ahead.
And I wasn't very aware of what was going on behind me. Wait, what?
If this guy's isolated, you can kill him. Now he's gonna get out, though, be careful. Oh, okay, you didn't. Nice. That's good.
What?
You can push her. Nice. Okay. What space are you gonna use here? See what
Not
is.
sure. We're going high ground.
Uh huh. Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is
Yeah, this is fine as long as you kind of push at the right time. You bait them in, start the pressure. Once they in,
or
I think you're good. Hmm. You can push this. When you have an advantage, you can kind of push up a little bit more. There's no problem in that. Okay, now it's maybe a little bit too late. It's just the way you take the high ground, you go up left, and then you start the pressure. Now you can probably get the Rhine there.
I feel like we kite this.
Mm-hmm. That's alright. Stabilize. Stabilize more. You're alone there. You should
Ah,
stabilize.
shit. My bad. Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay, so it's just kind of shows the importance, right? You just constantly scout the opportunities for your team to do something, yeah, and then you
Mhm.
push around that, yeah. This is
Yeah.
one, and you also can add this. So I'm just gonna show you this real quick. Just send me the code, and we can go over that. Yeah, just send me this one, the last one.
Okay.
Do you remember when we talked about the poke phase and brawl phase?
With the like graphs.
Yeah, there could be a graph in a way. But do you remember what that means exactly? The terms, the poke phase and brawl phase.
The moment of time where you poke, and the moment of time when you brawl. Is it Ramattra specific?
No, it's just kind of the game specific.
When was it? Was it in this lesson, or was it in the last lesson? Or...
Yeah, maybe we didn't go with that like that much. It's just something we mentioned before. Yeah, if you don't remember, it's fine. It's something just what's really important for you on any tank. You can apply it
Mm-hmm.
anytime. So I'd say now. So to explain this, you have two phases.
Yep.
You can different. I usually like to differentiate it into poke phase and roll phase. Poke phase is simply when most of the teams are really far from each other, when you cannot actively use your primary fire and most of your cooldowns, like most important ones, especially. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
So you just kind of at this point farm your ult charge. This is mostly what the poke phase is for. So this can be used actively, yeah. You can get a lot of value from this, okay? And
Yeah.
brawl phase is where you can get a lot of active value from primary fire and your cooldowns as well. And this is where most likely the brawl phase is gonna be. You can specify the space always and see where is that gonna happen, okay? What
Yeah.
is that space where you guys can actively press primary fire and use your cooldowns at this point?
Um. Well, I mean, I'd say poke phase is right here, right now,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
this
sure,
moment of
sure.
time. Yeah.
Just start
What?
with the brawl. I'm asking about the brawl. Yeah.
Um. when they push around the corner, or
Hmm.
when they go into the even push into the building around the corner,
Yeah, exactly.
close one.
So just kind
Yeah,
of this corner here, once they enter it, your brawl phase starts, basically. Okay?
yeah.
So your idea on any character, you can apply it, is to make sure you have your cooldowns, your resources for the brawl phase. But you can also use your resources early to farm ult charge. It's just
Mm.
something what
Yeah,
helps
true.
you to farm ult charge or helps your team to farm ult charge. So even on Ramattra, using your early shield and vortex, it's okay as long as you confident you can get it on a brawl phase. Okay, like our first step
Yeah.
was we really, especially now replay codes. Yeah, you didn't have your cooldowns in the brawl phase. Sometimes this is something you can fix. Now you also have to be aware of this though. Sometimes you can be using your cooldowns early. Yeah, let's say now, for example, is it okay for you to use shield at this point, and can you get it back by the time when the brawl phase happens? What do you think?
Early on, yeah, I could have used my
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's here as an example. You can also do the same about the vortex. It's also same applies to give you next example to let's say it's been second point when you guys been holding this high ground there. Okay. Doesn't matter where, it's just all the same concept can be applied. Okay. Yeah, maybe once you. So what was that? Yeah, once you dealt with this here, probably. Yeah. So they got the point. You guys trying to push them. I think you guys
Mhm.
gonna win here.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's when you guys gonna win. And this is exactly the
I
time you
could have
have the
used my
poke
E
phase.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is where you can enable your Widow, use the shield for free right there, enable yourself if you like. You can even use your Nemesis too if you're looking to rotate, maybe for whatever reason you're trying to chase the kill, maybe somebody sneaking in your backline. Sure, you can
Mhm.
also do that. Just keep in mind you're doing it in the poke phase, but you have to get your cooldowns back when the real brawl phase happens. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's okay though. We've been focused on just mainly synchronizing the pressure and the brawl phase in a way, yeah. Because I've been mentioning, oh, you need to have your cooldowns around before you apply pressure. This is something you still polish though in the long term. Yeah, it seems like you're a little bit too too itchy, you know. You just start pressure a little bit too
Yeah.
far, and this is something you can fix. It's just, you know, why it might be the case, because on the ball you in a way consistently disrupting an enemy most of the time. Here as a matter, you just have to be more patient. Yeah, you cannot always go in and out all the time, like, because you're
Yeah.
used to this kind of graph where, let's say, this is the time, this is the value. Okay, used to this kind of graph where with the ball, you go in, out, go in, out, go in, out. With the matter, it's different. And any brawl tank, it's a little bit different. You push here, okay, and then you stabilize, kind of. Well, maybe it's just even this kind of, yeah. On you push right there,
Mhm.
and you stabilize. This really long stabilize, and by the time you stabilize, ball can engage 2 times, and maybe when you just doing your engage, ball can also already be in and out 2 times. That's why I just like need to get used to it, to the pace. You need to slow down the
Yeah.
pace on mm, two
Got
times
you. Yeah.
slower. Yeah, just make sure not all the time doing something. Yeah, and also poke face obviously is something you can take advantage of in addition.
Mhm.
And yeah, this is what you want to fix. You like really want to be careful with doing
Like
this.
here was.
Yeah,
Mm.
the Nemesis Vortex, let them in slightly. Use it later, but make sure the Orisas can be there, or use your Nemesis when you can get a kill.
Yeah. Got
Mm-hmm.
it.
All right. Yeah, I think it's mainly it. Uh, by the way, keeping in mind when you want to fight, even these moments where you just 5v2, yeah, again, you still can treat it like a brawl phase. You can, oh, sorry, poke phase. You can push some members. Let's say maybe somebody stuck on the high ground. There's been like one time I think where the Ash just been on the high ground like right there when he got a kill. be confident in pushing it when you have time. It's totally fine.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was. Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
That's alright though. That's alright. We've been not entirely focused on that. I think we can just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's it.
It's always it's it's difficult implementing it into these quick plays and stuff, but it is really useful.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've not got much to say.
Yeah, that's right. I think we can summarize. Yeah, let's summarize first of all, and we can talk about what we can do next. Sounds good?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So what you learned today so far?
Yes, I think when approaching games with a brawl comp, I should definitely slow down a lot more.
Mhm.
Get used to the pace. Um, but also ensure that when we engage, I conserve my abilities. A lot of the same mistakes that I make on Ramattra are from when I made them with ball. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, I mean, like looking at team comps as well. Are we more of a long range kind of team comp, short
Mhm.
range kind of team comp? What angles do we want to use? Like are we leaning towards more of a stacked approach or a split kind of thing? Because
Mhm.
with dive, it's a lot more split, isn't it?
Yeah, with the dive, you do
Um,
want to take multiple angles. That's for sure.
yeah. Making sure that everybody, well, not only making sure that everybody is able to use their resources when we engage, but also um, playing around what the most important resources are and synchronizing all together to be on the same page. This was when you were talking and I was just typing it down. I was just calling stabilize as well when they're forcing out
Mhm.
when we forced out their resources or
Mhm.
when no when our resources have been forced out or just low in general.
Mhm.
I think you mentioned the stack call as well,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
stack on me. Uh,
Yeah,
do you think that could be
you
its
can do
own
that.
stabilized call?
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can use it any time. It's just stack. Well, it depends on the play. Like if I talk about the stabilize, yeah, it just can be something like that. Stack on
yeah,
me, stabilize. You can also say chill. Depends on the language what you guys like, but it's important that everybody understand what is the point behind it. Yeah, stabilize just make sure you're not actively trading resources, not getting your resources forced. You're behind the wall somewhere, usually, and
yeah.
it's gonna be fine. Mm-hmm.
Um, there's also going from corner to corner as well. So that's how you can start pressure and close the gap. But ideally,
Mm-hmm.
conserve your resources until the most important moment.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and ensuring that we prefer like when playing brawl, we prefer the shorter range pathways
Yeah, exactly,
in
exactly.
the maps. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think this is something we can talk about more later as well. But for now, it's just all of this what you mentioned today so far should be helpful, especially starting with compositions, keeping an eye on can my team be ready? If yes, let's push. Yeah, specify cooldowns, all of this, what we mentioned about the team comp. Or you can also push when you can get a kill, no matter what. Same as the ball, just to keep
yeah.
it simple.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
what are your what are your best videos or resources that you have um to learn Overwatch in general?
The
Because I also want to make up for the lack of work over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, the best videos on the resources. Oh, this one, I'm not sure.
I made
I
a playlist
actually
for myself.
released something on the YouTube specifically. I
Mhm.
could have released something related to just awareness in general, but it's been kind of me streaming it on Twitch. I haven't uploaded though. It's on Metafy and on
Yeah, I
just
should see that on Metafy.
yeah, it's still there. I'm gonna
Mhm.
release some more. Like I'm working at that. I think it's gonna be useful. Just kind of create the library of the materials. It's just for me, to be honest, it's just sometimes a little bit costs too much with the montage and everything. Just don't have time to do the montage, but it costs a lot of money. But
Yeah,
it's alright.
but
It's alright. Yeah, I'm gonna do it just slowly.